that there is a hidden trick built right inside this fraction that make it solvable in your head? Can you spot it before I show it to you? Let's solve it together. 125 raised to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 5 raised to the power of 12 minus 5 raised to the power of 10 over 24. Looking at both sides, 5 raised to the power of 3 is equal to 125. So I'm going to write 5 raised to the power of 3 here because this 5 raised to the power of 3 is equal to 125. Then we have x plus 1 here will be equal to 5 raised to the power of 10 minus 5 raised to the power of 10. Everything over 24. So here we have 5. 3 times x is 3x plus 3 times 1, 3. So be equal to, now let's factorize the right hand side. The highest common factor of the right hand side, of the numerator in the right hand side is 5 raised to the power of 10. So we have 5 raised to the power of 2 minus 1. Why? 5 raised to the power of 12 divided by 5 raised to the power of 10. We have 5 raised to the power of 2 minus 5 raised to the power of 10 divided by 5 raised to the power of 10. We have 1. Everything over 24. So we have 5 raised to the power of 3x plus 3 to be equal to 5 raised to the power of 10. Open a bracket. 5 raised to the power of 2 is 25 minus 1. Everything over 24. So we have 5 raised to the power of 3x plus 3 to be equal to 5 raised to the power of 10 into 24 because 25 minus 1 is 24. Everything over 24. This 24 in my denominator cancels the 1 in the numerator. So looking at this and this, their bases are the same. Therefore, their powers are bound to be the same. So 3x plus 3 is equal to 10. Now, 3x will now be equal to 10 minus 3. So 3x is equal to 7. X will be 7 over 3. 9 raised to the power of 2x minus 1 to be equal to 3 raised to the power of 15 minus 27 raised to the power of 4 over 26. Now, this 9 can be taken to a number in base 3. This 27 can be taken to a number in base 3. Remember, 9 is 3 raised to the power of 2, and 27 is 3 raised to the power of what? Of 3. So, instead of writing 9, I'll write 3 raised to the power of 2, then 2x minus 1 to be equal to 3 raised to the power of 15 minus 3 raised to the power of 3, then 4 over 26 minus 3 times 2x, we have 4x minus 2 times 1 is 2. Now, 3 raised to the power of 15 minus, remember this law of indices. This one expands to give a raised to the power of n, d or bn. So, we have 3 raised to the power of 3 times 4, 12. Everything over 26. Now, 3 raised to the power of 4x minus 2 gives what is the highest common factor of 3 raised to the power 15 and 3 raised to the power 12? The answer is 3 raised to the power of 12. Then 3 raised to the power 15 divided by 3 raised to the power 12. We have 3 raised to the power of 3 minus 3 raised to the power 12 divided by 3 raised to the power 12. We have 1. Everything over 26. So we have 3 raised to the power of 4x minus 2 to be equal to 3 raised to the power of 12. Now 3 raised to the power 3 is 27 minus 1. Everything over 26. Now 3 raised to the power 4x minus 2 gives us 3 raised to the power 12 into 27 minus 1 is 26 over 26. Therefore, this 26 cancels the other 26. Since the bases are equal, since the bases are the same, therefore the powers are the same. So we pick the powers to look for the value of x. 4x minus 2 is equal to 12. So 4x is equal to 12 plus 2 because we move to the other side. So 4x is equal to 14. So x will be 14 over 4, which gives 7, which gives 7 over 2. 7 over 2. So try this out. Drop your answer in the comments. 16 raised to the power of 2x minus 3 to be equal to 2 raised to the power of 20 minus 2 raised to the power of 17 over 7. See you next time.